Hi, it's Sunday morning. I'm in a car park in Diss. I'm about to start the Rebellion Way. I'll ride a bit out of town and tell you a bit about it and tell you what the plan is for today and tonight, maybe. It's an unusual one. Yeah, so I said this video would be different. I'm sort of looking for a bit of motivation, I suppose. I like challenges. I've never been one just to go out and ride around just for the pleasure. It's always about the challenge. In fact, everything I ever do is about a challenge in some way or another. So today I thought I'm just going to get on the Rebellion Way and see how far I can get in one go. I have no idea how it's going to go. I've never tried anything remotely similar to this. I've done a lot of long trails, as you know if you've watched the channel, but you know, that's just riding for 8-9 hours a day, sometimes a bit longer. I've ridden 100 miles in a day when I was on the Trans Am. I've never just kept going. And that's what I want to find out. I'm fascinated by sort of endurance athletes, especially cycling. I mean, it's amazing what people can do on bikes when you watch the Tour Divide and any of these sort of endurance events. Yeah, so I just want to see, push myself. And this is the perfect place to do it because this is close to home. Caroline's just dropped me off. She can come and get me whenever I've had enough. We'll see what happens. We're going to find out together. It's going to be an interesting one. So I'm on the Sonder. The Kona would have been better, but it's off the road at the moment. The wheels, one of the wheels cracked and all sorts of things. There'll be maybe a video about that. I filmed it. I'm not sure. But the Sonder will do. I think it's time to get going. So I'm on the Sonder and there's a lot of road on this route. It'll work out. Like I say, I'm not looking to achieve anything today aside from seeing how far I can get. It's a nice morning. Sunday morning's perfect time to be out. We're just outside Diss now. Didn't take long to get out into the country. Quarter to 8 in the morning, probably not. One thing I do know though is I need to keep on top of my nutrition. I need to eat. And I did a little bit of research into what I should do. I'll stop in a minute and eat something. Right, I'll get something to eat. See how far we've come. 18 kilometers. I'm still in kilometer mode after the TA. It's about 10 miles. That's not bad. 10 miles, 1 hour. As I said, I need to eat on this trip. So I'm going to try and have something every hour. I've got bars and I've got homemade flapjacks. I did look into the diet stuff. And apparently carbs are the way to go for this kind of ride. So I've bought carb-rich stuff like these bars. I've got some jelly sweets and what else? Those flapjacks. They're really nice. They're kind of organic. All the ingredients were organic anyway. Good spot to stop. I'll eat a bar and then we'll crack on. This is Middle Harling Heath. We're near Thetford, I think. First time I've needed anything other than road tyres. By the way, I've got these tyres pumped up to the max. Try and make them as smooth rolling as possible. But I can feel the drag, especially on this rear tyre. It's like a Maxxis something. Proper mountain bike tyre. Okay, we're in Thetford. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock. I'll stop for a quick snack again if I see a bench or something. It's going well so far. I tell you, it's a good day for it. It's nice and cool. I'm not really sweating or anything, which is good. Tropical fish and a banana. I think that's good enough for now. More cyclists, look. They look quick. Right, how far? 27 kilometers. So, yeah, we're getting on. If I see somewhere to get a coffee, I am going to stop. I'm on top of my hydration. I got a water bottle in there. I've got those SIS electrolyte tablets. So I'm drinking plenty as well. All the things that I don't usually do. I think it's, yeah, going to be interesting. Like I say, this is an experiment for me. Usually by now, I would have had probably a donut and not drunk any water, and quite possibly be thinking about getting a beer. I mean, that's not true, obviously. It's only 9 o'clock. It'll at least be 10, half 10. I have to say, so far it's kept us on some nice quiet back roads. It's been a nice ride. Maybe we're not far in, I know, but so far it's ticking all the boxes. So this has got dates, sultanas, mixed nuts, cocoa powder with no sugar in it, rolled oats, dates, and it's delicious. The only problem is the ones we've made are a little crumbly. I think maybe I used too much cocoa powder, I don't know. But yeah, next time I'll fix that. Doesn't change the taste. Anyway, that was good. Now to get going. I still haven't had my coffee, so I want to find somewhere, hopefully. That was perfect. Should keep me going for a while. I've eaten plenty and I've drunk plenty, and I definitely, you know, feel good for it. I know we're only, I don't know, 34 or something miles in, but yeah, I'm feeling good. Anyway, we'll do a mileage check at 11 o'clock, which is in 15 minutes. Alright, so it's 11 o'clock and it's telling me we've done 52 kilometers, which is less than I thought. I'll have to check, because when I was having that coffee, I checked on Komoot and they reckoned I'd done 34 miles. We'll check next time I stop. I never knew this was even here. a museum, the Desert Rat Museum. I'm going to definitely come back and visit this. If it was a normal ride, I'd stop in, but it ain't. Right, 12 o'clock. Time for some more food. I'm going to have some sweets, fig rolls. Starting to feel it. No, I didn't check how far we'd come. I'm going to compare it. I'm going to compare Komoot to the Wahoo. So this is saying 68.6. Let's see what Komoot says. Right, let's have a look. So this, that mile 27, and we are at 77. So that's weird, that's 50 miles. I don't understand. I'm glad 50 miles feels about right. So 1 o'clock time check, and we've done, well, this says 48, I got to add 8, so 56. 56 by 1 o'clock, not too bad. It's a little under 10 miles an hour, which isn't bad really. Most of it has been kind of off-road, lots of gravel stuff, so I think that's good enough. And like I said, I haven't rushed, and we stopped for a bit, probably stopped for an hour in total, I think. So I think we're doing all right. The sun's coming out, which is nice. Anyway, we're through Swaffham. I think the next stop is King's Lynn, or the next big town anyway. And if I get there and I find somewhere, I'm going to get another coffee, because I'm due. My third road closure. Hopefully I can get through. No problem. You never know what to do with these closures. Most of the time, if you can, you've got to assume that you can get through on a bike one way or another. I've been here before. There's like a cathedral thing here. I think I was with Ross. What's this? Oh yeah, we're on the Peddars Way. Yeah, it'd be that route, the ride when we rode the whole Peddars Way and stayed in Hunstanton, I think. Ah, looks like we're on the Peddars Way for a bit. I seem to remember us coming here when we did the Peddars Way as well, and having an equally mediocre sausage roll. I wonder how far on the Peddars Way we go. That takes you up to Hunstanton. Maybe we're on the Peddars Way all the way up. I hope not, because I remember a really tricky long section, but maybe it's not as bad as I remember. We shall see. Anyway, I'll drink this and get going. Really nice spot, nice and quiet, the birds, castle, but I have no time. Oh my god, are they going to make it up? I'm not saying I wanted one of them to fall, but I kind of did. It would have been good for the video, wouldn't it? headwind's really picked up. Just hope that it stays in this direction for when I'm going to benefit from it. Anyway, it's 2 o'clock. We're at 62 miles. So the pace has dropped since I stopped at lunch. But I'm not really surprised because I've been stopping more. But I'm starting to feel it in the legs a bit now. Could be the headwind. Probably is. Still, it's going well. Lots of these sandy trails at the moment. Just slow going and hard work. 10 to 3, stop in 10 minutes. That looks interesting too. I'm going to come back and visit all of these places when I got more time. So the main part of that church was built in the 1130s. Amazing. Again, another thing that I didn't know was here. Single track. I have to say I wasn't expecting so much off-road stuff. I'm always glad I got my mountain bike. You could do this on a gravel bike, but you'd need, I don't know, 45, probably 2-inch tyres on it. It'll buff out. 5 o'clock snack. I need some proper food now though. I need some protein, something like that. I'm near Sandringham. I've done 85 miles. I'm definitely slowing down, but that's to be expected. I found a nice spot to stop. Right, so it's 6 o'clock. We're just getting into Hunstanton. So we've done 94 miles there or thereabouts. Not too bad, not too bad. This will do. Another 3 or 4 miles and we'll hit the 100, which is always a nice milestone. It's going well. Tell you what, I'll be glad to see the back of this headwind. I should be turning east and it looks like it's blowing from the north, so it's still going to be a crosswind, but I've had it all afternoon really. You watch it change direction now. So there we go. 7 o'clock, 12 hours, 100 miles. So I don't know, that's not bad as far as I'm concerned for off-road stuff. All the stops I've had. But it's a long way to go. I'm going to see how I feel. Like I said, my legs are tired, but that's fine. They're not aching, I've got no cramps, I've got no problems. So I may as well keep going. I keep seeing these Sowerby's for sale signs. They're obviously an estate agent. It reminds me of when I was in school. I was in Oliver Twist, the play, and I was Mr. Sowerbury, the undertaker. So now obviously I need counselling because school was awful. My school. I don't know what normal schools are like. Brancaster. Does that sound like one of those made up sort of places in some crappy UK detective show? Like, what is it in the Archers? Borchester, isn't it? Brancaster. In that show, like some pun, something to do with a detective. Like Lock and Key. John Locke and Barry Key live in Barchester, catch criminals. One of them's got a drinking problem, the other one is sleeping with the other one's wife. Barry sleeping with the other one's wife. I picked Barry, I'm sorry Barry, but I only picked Barry because I've already forgotten the name of the first guy. You're gonna get caught, Barry. It's not gonna end well. You'll be in Barchester funeral home before you know it. Hiya. Brancaster. Bloody hell. I think it's that time. I think it's that time where I become delirious and ridiculous. I haven't seen a car. What is going on around here? Eight o'clock. 114 miles. So that was a good hour. 14 miles in that hour. It did feel pretty quick, and this wind has gone. It's almost gone. Negligible. It's starting to get dark. I'm probably going to film less, but I'll at least come back and update you. Well, that's annoying. The gate is shut. I'll have to find a diversion. Oh well, never mind. Just means I can't do the whole thing. So maybe they just close Holcombe Hall. I suppose it's a Sunday, isn't it? It's 8:15. Didn't think to look at that. Never mind. This was not about doing the whole thing, because I'm not going to do the whole thing. Highly unlikely. It was about how far I can ride. So that still remains. Back on the route. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. It was actually quite nice being on those quiet roads. It was nice and quick. Okay, 9 o'clock. So we're at 120 miles, so that was a slow one, but I spent a while messing around at Holcombe Hall. It took me a while to find the alternate, and I stopped and had a bite to eat. I am also going to stop and have a bite to eat now, because I'm starving. I hope I find somewhere to get some food. Anyway, I'll see you now at 10 o'clock, because it really is starting to get dark. I'm definitely feeling it now, but it's no surprise. We're at 127 miles and it's 10 o'clock. So another slow one, but they're all going to be slow, I think. I think I'm going to ride through this one, try and get to 11 o'clock. I thought I had to go through that deep ford, and then I noticed this bridge. Oh God, my legs are stiff. Wow. Take a break on the next hour. At least it's not cold. You know, I can stop for as long as I want, but it's clear to me that I passed my limit, really. Yeah, the surface has been nice, so no excuses. I am beyond my comfortable limit. I was beyond my comfortable limit a long time ago. Anyway, let's go. Let's do this. Let's smash it. Right, 11 o'clock, 130 miles. That's not a lot, is it? Well, not since the last time. I've slowed right down. This is the quietest place ever. It's amazing. So I'm just going to enjoy that for 5 minutes and give my legs a rest. I'll see you at 12 o'clock. We've made it to halt. Not that you can see any of it. Because I'm delusional, I'm actually looking for coffee shops. The best chance I got is a garage or a gas station, if you're in America, with a coffee machine. Coffee machine. If I sing, one will come. Coffee machine. I promised that would work. Lies. Can I do this one-handed? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And again. Oh, no, I can't. We've reached midnight and we're at 146, just under 146 miles, and we're in Sheringham. And Sheringham's nice, but you won't get to see it, which is a shame. My legs are stiff, my knees are painful. We're going to keep going. I'm going to have a bar and then we're going to keep going. Nope. So it's 1 o'clock. I know you can't see me, so I'll be quick. 251, that was a really slow section. There was lots of single track. I had to push quite a lot of it because it's a bit too dark. I'll see you at 2 o'clock. Got a puncture. I'm just trying to get it to seal up now. I can't find the hole, otherwise I'd plug it. But I'm hoping if I just leave it here with all the sealant running to the bottom, it will seal. You can see. I'll give it 10 minutes and then see what happens. 2 o'clock, 160. Next stop Norwich. It's under 40 miles away. We're in Aylsham. Gone the wrong way. We're going the wrong way in Aylsham. 3 o'clock, 168 miles. Just got lost 2 or 3 times. I'm still lost, but I think I found a diversion. It's nearly 4 o'clock and we've done 182 miles. I need some water, I need some food. Not far from Norwich now. I think I'm going to shoot for 200 miles before I call it a day. I'm going to eat and get into Norwich and then figure out what to do from there. By the way, I forgot to mention that the sealant did its job, sealed up perfectly. So that's good. I've never had to plug a tyre. I've got the sort of dyno plug thing, it couldn't be easier with that. But still, trying to figure all that out in pitch black when you're not exactly at your finest wouldn't have been a lot of fun. It's 5 o'clock and we're on 186, 14 miles to go. So I might as well give some thoughts about this. I don't know what I was expecting. Pretty much this, I would say. I knew it'd be hard. Didn't realise how far I would go. I knew anything beyond 80 miles, or I thought anything beyond 80 miles would be difficult, and I was surprised because I was completely fine up to about 100, and I feel like I could have done maybe 110, something like that, before I really started to feel it. Also, I think nutrition, I still didn't get it right. I mean, for the second half I wasn't eating properly, but that's because I just couldn't stomach more carbs. And finally, I'm glad I did it, but you've got to bear in mind it's 200 miles, but this is the flattest part of Britain really, over here, so this is as easy as it gets. Still, I still think I'm pleased with how it went, even though it's not quite over. Six o'clock, 194, 6 miles to go. So Caroline's here, exactly 200 miles. Oh, that's what I was going to check, the elevation. Let's have a quick look. 2,000 meters. 2,000 meters. It's amazing how they add up. So 200 miles, 2,000 meters. I mean, that's a fair sized ride. Anyway, I'm going to eat a bacon sandwich that Caroline's made for me, and I'm going to have a coffee. You bought me a flask? Yeah. So let's do that and go home and then never do this again. So the next day, yesterday, I was pretty useless. I couldn't do anything. Absolutely hopeless. But that's no surprise. Today I feel pretty good. My knees are good. I've got some pain in my legs. I was worried about my knee, my left knee particularly, because I knew that was aching from early on in the ride. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's amazing how you can recover, you know? The reason for this little segment here is because I know I filmed a sign-off and a little sum-up. But I also know that I was semi-delirious, and I really was. I was in a bit of a mess. So I thought I'd just do something quick now to do a better job of that, let's say. The ride was hard, obviously. I didn't know what was going to happen. I had no real idea. I was just going to ride for as far as I thought, and I was surprised at how far I did go. I'm definitely surprised. I think you get past a certain point, and then all of the aches and pains and that kind of desire to stop, it reaches a certain point, and then you can keep going. I'm saying that now, but I also know that I needed to stop when I did. So I was thinking this morning, if you look at the map, you'll see there's this tiny little segment to get from where I stopped to Dis, which is, I think it's about 5 or 6 miles, and then I would have made a complete loop. And I thought to myself, maybe if that point where I had to divert off the route at Holcombe Hall, that means I missed out a decent-sized section, maybe 15 miles, maybe even 20, I'm not sure. And then it left my head. I knew that I wasn't going to be able to complete the route. You know, it didn't matter if I stopped. And this morning I was thinking, if I'd have done that Holcombe Hall bit, maybe I'd have been tempted to finish the whole thing off. You know, it's easy to say now that I'd do that, but I wonder, maybe I would have. So I remember saying as well yesterday how flat everything was, and it's not really. I mean, that was 2,000 meters. It's not hilly, but, you know, it's all scalable, isn't it? You know, a 50-mile day would have been an average of 500 meters, which, you know, is not a big climbing day, but when you scale it up, 2,000 meters and 200 miles, I'm pretty pleased with myself, I have to say. I also remembered thinking yesterday that I never want to do that again, but it wasn't long before I started looking into other challenges. I think it could be addictive, so I definitely will do something again. You can ignore yesterday's me. I think it's good for me. It's good for me to stay in shape, to have challenges like that. As for the route itself, the Rebellion Way, if you wanted a quick sum up of that, there's some interesting stuff on that route, but it's an awful lot of just narrow country paved roads with hedgerows either side. There wasn't much variation, let's put it that way. So, what else? Oh yeah, the whole issue around the Wahoo, it dropped. Because it's lost signal, it's drawn a straight line in a segment. That was the issue with the tracking. In general, though, everything worked well. I'm going to give the bike a clean now. Everything felt good. I had no issues apart from the tyre. I had a puncture. 2 punctures, in fact. The first one sealed straight away. The second one took a little bit of work. But everything's working well. And where I've aligned the belt properly this time, I know I did a better job than usual. The belt's not squeaking, making all those noises. Other than that, the K-light light at the front, brilliant. I mean, that was so bright. I'm really impressed with that. And I had the front light going, the rear light, it's like a blinker thing. My bike computer charging the whole time. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that, all running off the Dynamo front hub. So yeah, I think that's my thoughts. So thank you to everyone for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you to the Ko-fi supporters, and thank you to all our members, our channel members. £2 a month. If you're interested, click on there. It really supports the channel. You know, I'd like to do more of this, and so would Ross. If we can get enough, then this could be a full-time job for us, and then we'll put out more stuff, won't we? And if you like it, for whatever reason, then yeah, that really would help. That's as close to begging as I'm going to get. Right, I will see you in the next video. I don't know what it will be. I think we got 2 or 3 lined up. So we'll see you soon. Thanks again. Goodbye.